Good morning. I was going to try something with this butterfly shape. I don't know if you can tell, but the color of the butterfly is a retired cardstock color. So I really should not be using it as is on my blog because you cannot buy this cardstock anymore. And I didn't want to throw it away. I found it in my stash, so I'm going to make something else with it. And I hope it works out the way I want it to. Going to cover the shape with Versamark to make it sticky. So I'm just going to do the direct to paper technique. I'm just going to dab the ink pad all over it. And then I'm going to use a couple colors of embossing powders and paint with them, loosely spoken. So let me see. I have some silver in a container because I've used that a lot. I'm going to just pick up some and bring it over it and drizzle here and there. It's going to be, you know, uneven in places, and that's fine. I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to do the same with gold. And I hope, you know, it turns out the way I want it to. Put a little bit down here too. But that's the thing about being live, you just don't know. So bear with me. If it doesn't work out the way I want it, then we all learned from my mistake. And lastly, I'm using copper. Don't have that in a big jar yet. So I'm just going to do that over a coffee filter so I can catch all my powder again and not waste any of that good stuff. My goal is really that none of the green will show up, so I don't know if this will cover it all at once. If it doesn't, there is no shame in going back on a second run, so we'll just have to see. Bear with me if the embossing is a little loud in a minute. I'm just going to dump this over. There we go. So put that aside. And I'm going to bring in a block that is covered with aluminum foil. I usually use tiles. This is a wood block from a stamp set that I didn't mount on the wood block. And let me get ready and hold my butterfly. I'm sorry that this is loud. Let me take this off and examine it. Now it's almost done. I see that over here I didn't get it covered completely, so let me heat it up. I didn't get it melted completely. And you know what? I think the coverage is actually pretty good. Let me take a piece of paper in here so we can see it better. Alright, that doesn't look bad at all. So I'm now gonna take my butterfly and make a card and post that later on.